Hello! Happy Saturday! Blurneko says, hooray, more deck builders. That's right. We are continuing with the Unplayed series today, well into the G's, as we play through my Steam library alphabetically. Gordian Quest is the fifth game, I believe, that we've played in the Devious Deckbuilders Humble Bundle that I purchased only in April of 2024. So has not been sitting for many years, as many of the games have been. The previous games in this bundle were Astrea Six-Sided Oracles, fantastic. Book of Hours, hated it. Dungeon Drafters, pretty okay. And Floppy Nights, okay gameplay, but the themes were weird. So I haven't played that since. But yeah, now we're going on to Gordian Quest, which is described as an RPG deck builder in a similar vein to Dungeons and Dragons, but I guess with cards. So first impressions, I really like this art. Like, it looks really nice. Blurred Echo says it's already G. How time flies. I know. I've been thinking about. I started this series a little over a year ago now, and I feel like we've done pretty well considering I only go through maybe 2 or 3 games a week. But yeah, let's jump into it. Play game. Campaign mode. Play through the acts, a long-form epic experience that spans across multiple continents, 15 to 30 hours. Okay. I mean, they did say it's like D&D. Select region. Gordian Quest consists of locations you must travel to, unravel the curses that have befallen them. Act 1 Westmire. Level 1 through 16. Trouble in Westmire. Silverkeep, a town situated on the far, isolated western reaches of the world. Its quiet existence is now threatened by the undead, rising in droves against the living. Come to Silverkeep's defense and uncover a treacherous plot that will span Westmire and the other continents. Okay. Oh. Click here to continue. Pick your starting hero. You will get a chance to recruit other heroes later. Ooh, okay. Who do we want to be? Lucius, the Sword Hand. Complexity of 1 star. Lucius is a former soldier who now wanders the realm as a free agent, helping those in need. He is an expert combatant and possesses strong battle instincts, which make him a natural leader on the field. Ida, a druid. Complexity 2 stars. Ida is a wild child who seeks to defend her forest home from the evil that encroaches upon the land. With both her valiant animal companions and her mastery over the forces of nature. Devil's Cry says, ooh, I've been eyeing this one hard the past week. Oh, great. We'll get a little preview here. So I'm guessing that's like magic and stuff if it's a druid, like nature magic. Catherine, cleric. 1 star complexity. Catherine is a cleric of the Holy Order, holy warriors who train to combine both faith and steel to become paragons of justice and strength. As a peacekeeper of the realm, she fights tirelessly to defend the realm against threats of both physical and supernatural in origin. A little grammatically dodgy, but okay. She almost sounds more like a paladin. But Naren, a bard. You know I always play a bard, but complexity 3 stars is kind of scaring me. Naren yields a delicately precise form of magic through a series of harmonies. She can lead a... That's because bards are cool. Yeah. She can lead a turbid orchestra that feeds fear, or a soothing aria that inspires courage where there was none. She wanders the realm in pursuit of adventures and companions that can inspire her music. Suguri says, take the 3-star goal as an excuse to stick with the game. Yeah. Bertram, Ranger. Complexity 2 stars. Bertram is a ranger. If you enjoy it, know that it goes deeper. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm probably not gonna go for a 3-star person right off the bat, considering I have no idea what I'm doing. Probably better to do a 1-star. Bertram's a ranger of the wild. Being an expert tracker and highly adaptable survivalist, he is often called upon for hunting and scouting missions. His skills make him uniquely suited for leading expedition groups through unfamiliar terrains. Oh no. I should be mousing over all these. Swordsmanship skills focus strongly on one-on-one fighting prowess. Warrior skills focus on general combat ability and crowd control. Leadership skills focus on buffing yourself and allies. Okay. Primal skills focus on raw fighting power and transformation abilities. Elemental skills focus on mastery over the elements of nature. Animal kinship skills focus on summoning and synergy with the familial animals of the wild. I'm assuming these are the directions I can shape my deck. Devil says, how is the letters? I'm doing okay. Had a very stressful week of work, and it is gonna be probably more stressful next week, but you know, it's not work now, so it's fine, I guess. How are you doing, Devils? Yeah, I actually spent a little time this morning going over the work calendar for next week and just like trying to figure out what I need to be doing. Yeah, no point dwelling on the stress now, exactly. Although I do think it was helpful to kind of go over the calendar and maybe plan a little bit ahead. There really seems to be like this tendency in my company for people to just kind of go with the flow and just kind of like build the plane as you're flying it, and that's very not me. Yeah, Blurnecker says, ugh, work. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that. Alright. Divine skills focus on channeling the power of the gods to lay waste to your foes. Holy warrior skills focus on combining offensive and defense abilities that are mostly martial in nature. Spirit healer skills focus on empowering, protecting, and restoring your allies. Alright, so she's a healer. It almost seems like she's a little bit paladin-y, but and the bard, metal, a bard's spirit is indefatigable. Well, there's your $10 word for the day, and her music is an extension of that. Tempo, control the ebb and flow of battle to keep the upper hand. Glamour, magically inclined bards can perform otherworldly lullabies to hold audiences' rapture. You have work later, but it's a rather quick weekend shift. Well, I hope it's not too bad for you. Sharpshooter skills focus on mastery of different arrow types and bow techniques to take out foes at any distance. Trapper skills focus on controlling and defeating enemies through the use of traps. Okay. Sentry skills focus on the construction of automated field weapons to turn the tide of battle. Kudo is a warlock. Complexity 3. Kudo hails from one of the many splinter tribes that live in the Azul Desert. To survive the harsh conditions, his kind has learnt to manipulate their own blood as a weapon. Blood magic holds great power, freshly spilled blood even more so. Malediction, project curses to debilitate and punish your foes. Reaping, sour the ground on which your enemies stand. Their defeat will be inevitable. So, magic, magic, magic. Alphonse is the scoundrel. So maybe like a rogue. Alphonse is a scoundrel who has spent time among the best of the worst, honorable thieves, unscrupulous cutthroats, and deadly assassins. The world is his playground, and he intends to stay alive with his wits and cunning. Assassin skills focus on building up and dealing high single-target damage. Sabotage skills focus on controlling the battlefield through implements and traps. Subterfuge skills focus on sowing chaos among enemies through poison and deception. Honestly, that kind of sounds up my alley in terms of construction, but he is a 2-star, so I think you're supposed to read him this way, but whatever. Jendaya is a golemancer? Golemancer? Oh, like makes golems. While her Sakani peers relentlessly pursued the rituals of war, Jendaya's interests lay in deconstructing the Vinai's lost technology. She commands a golem that is both her companion and defender. Geomancy, shape earth and clay to defend yourself. Command Rocky, control your faithful golem companion. Synthesis, an unyielding bond with your golem, allowing you to draw strength from it and vice versa. Rocky! Has anybody read Project Hail Mary? Because it's great and they need to make a movie of it. Pierre, a spellbinder. An academic and a keeper of the books, Pierre studies the ancient magics that the ancestors wielded in their ascent to power. With the recent resurgence of evils in the land, he has taken it upon himself to study these phenomena firsthand. So kinda sounds wizardy? What book? It's called Project Hail Mary. It's by the guy who wrote The Martian. If you've ever read that book or seen that movie starring Matt Damon. Ooh, that book, yeah. It reminded me because there's a character named Rocky in it. That's all. You had that at work until a few months ago. Oh. Evocation skills focus on the elements of fire and ice to lay waste to the battlefield. Force skills focus on defense, utility, and control of the battlefield. Conjuration skills focus on creating ethereal objects to protect and to harm. Okay, so magic. And then Stroud is a monk. Far removed from the world, a select few monasteries lay hidden and scattered across Rendia. It is in these austere halls that they pass down teachings of old, training acolytes like Stroud to fight against the evils that rise against the realm. Path of the body, master the body and overcome your limitations. Path of the mind, master the mind and think with perfect clarity, not fear. Path of the spirit, master the heart and unshackle yourself from the chains of self-doubt. I feel like these stuff on this side, they're just like not really explaining what it actually does. They're just like flavor. Okay, so it looks like the only 1-star complexity are these two. The majority are 2-star complexity. And then these 3 are 3-star complexity. So, do I want to go big man hitty things? Or do I want to go healer route? I'm assuming initiative is how soon you can go. I haven't played a ton of D&D, to be honest. I've played a little, but it's been a while, and it was like once. Okay, so if I play her, I'm probably always going last. You struggle with D&D, to be honest? I think I'm gonna try Catherine. Your starting deck. Specialization. Cleric, Reverend, Enforcer, or Mender? A lot of D&D depends on how good your community is, especially your teacher. Chain repeats on adjacent targets. That seems good. Channel reduces the cost of channeled spells. How do I tell which ones are channeled? Oh, it says channeled spell on it. Cool. Apply vulnerable, yes. Yep. I think each copy of this card can only be played once per turn. Does that mean you can play a card multiple times? I mean, this seems as good a starting deck as any. Oh, it means if you end up with duplicates, they can brick. Okay. Wow. On higher difficulties, your tactical abilities will be truly put to the test, like if you flood lands. Okay. Standard mode, you will revive in town upon being defeated in battle. Roguelite mode, if your entire party is defeated in battle, your run ends. Roguelike mode, heroes cannot be resurrected at the sanctuary upon death. If your entire party is defeated in battle, your run ends. So that's permadeath. I think we'll just do standard. Normal, take on a slightly more challenging adventure that is still forgiving to the occasional mistake. Baseline, enemy health and damage, 50% chance for elite enemies to have special traits. Easy, nothing to prove here. This move removes any overly punishing elements to contend with. Enemies deal less damage and have less health. 25% chance for elite enemies to have special traits. For veteran players who want a greater challenge and be kept on their toes, 5% increased item rarity globally. Enemies have access to stronger abilities, 75% chance for elite enemies to have special traits. Weigh every move carefully, for it could be your last. 10% increased item rarity globally. Enemies have more base damage and access to stronger abilities, 100% chance for elite enemies and bosses to have special traits. You are Rendia's last hope. 15% increased item rarity globally. Enemies deal more base damage, have access to stronger abilities. Enemies with special traits abound. Okay, so we're definitely gonna do normal. Yeah, it's very nice the game has customization options. What I am seeing initially, so obviously we're 20 minutes in, I haven't even started playing the game yet. There are a lot of customization options. So we're gonna move forward. To help you master combat rules, your first battle will be a quick guided tutorial. During the sequence, only your first hero will be used. Okay. Yeah, we need to see if the game's actually worth playing. Exhaustion can only be removed by resting at an inn, camping overnight, or using certain consumables. Okay. Battle commences. Officer Aaron, you there. You were with the soldiers that came in from the south. With me. The undead ahead looked like nasty ones. We'll push through this group and regroup with Captain Roderick and his men in the garrison. Also, shoutouts to the game actually being honest and telling you it's a tutorial. If you're handy with that weapon of yours, now would be a good time to use it. Perform an attack by picking a card and then picking a target in range. Now do the same with the defense card, but play it on yourself. You have to kind of click on the circle. Every skill has an action point cost shown in the orb and the top left and the card's top left corner. That's this one. So spend your remaining AP wisely. I guess because he was vulnerable, that worked well. You spent all your AP for this turn, pass the turn by clicking the end turn button. Round 2. Nice one. I admit, I took you for an amateur, but now we might survive this one. Just yet. By my side, let's take them down together. You can move heroes on your side of the field. Moving a cell costs 1 AP. Click once on the highlighted cell to check the movement costs. Click again to confirm the move. You can also move around with special utility skills. Spending AP builds up a resource called strategy points, shown as a purple bar under the hero. Oh, that's this thing. Spend 1 SP to play the shift card to move beside Officer Aaron. And that used one of my purple bar. Officer Aaron possesses a trigger card which can help you in this battle. Hover on the icon on him to preview it. Attack while standing beside him to trigger this effect. Attack of opportunity. Trigger. When an ally in the row attacks, follow up with 8 damage. Retain. Aha!
Listen.
Well fought. Let's get a move on before more of them come. Garrison is just up ahead. Got the last hit bonus. Got some money and renown. Renown can be traded for artifacts, maps, and for access to the Maelstrom Gate in Act 4. Your reputation may precede you, but your methods are known only to yourself. Guess that was the tutorial. Okay. Welcome to the garrison. It isn't much, but it'll have to do on such short notice. Where are my manners? I'm Officer Aaron of the Town's Guard. Wish we had met under better circumstances, naturally. This here is our guild hall. We've converted it to house survivors like yourself, so make yourself at home. In the meantime, you should speak with Captain Roderick. He is in charge around here. At ease, Officer Aaron. And greetings, traveler. Your arrival to our fair city couldn't have come at a worse time. The undead curse that lays on this land has been a thorn in our side for centuries, but an attack of this magnitude? Unheard of. Foul magic has disabled the waypoints as well. Smells like the work of enemy action, if you ask me. Indeed, officer. Anyway, Captain Roderick's the name. I'm in charge of this garrison. We've already evacuated the civilians to Highholm before the incident with the waypoints, so it's just battle-essential personnel here. The situation's dire. We've got our hands full tending to the injured, so I urge you to help my men push back the undead in the immediate area. The dead outnumber us 3 to 1 out there. My most pressing concern now is the garrison storehouse up north. It's been overtaken by local gangs, but if you can wrestle control back from them, it would greatly help the defense effort. Leave it to us, sir. I've got a good feeling about this one. Godspeed and keep your wits about you out there. Before we leave, let's see if you can recruit help from the guild hall. Something happened, but I didn't get to see what it was. Things will go a lot smoother with another pair of hands. The guild hall is wide and airy, originally designed to accommodate crowds for the town's festivities. Now it is a temporary refuge for sullen-faced adventurers nursing all manner of injuries. Most shirk away as you approach, unwilling to head back out. Gain a new party member. You are about to ride off finding a hire when you run into a fellow adventurer. Oh, I get to pick. Okay, so I guess this is referring to physical damage. The little slashy marks. Let's just stick with the basics. You leave the guild hall, new companion in tow. Humble beginnings, but a beginning nonetheless.
Oh.
By the light, you look like you've seen better days. I will do what I can to heal your wounds, but anything beyond that, well, resources are strained at the moment as we fend off the undead. Please do what you can to protect the innocents here. If necessary, return to the sanctuary for further healing. Light guide you, traveler. You are restored, child of light. I mean, I don't think we've taken any damage, so... 50% chance to earn fate. Is fate a good thing? Try it. Got a blacksmith. Look like you can use an upgrade. Wool slippers, common boots. Requires 9 blue things. Gain 6 guard. Mage vestments of the snake requires 12 blue things. 3 guard with intelligence defense skills, 2 chaos resist. Inspect? I don't know what the blue things are. Is that something I have? These are marked as requires blah blah blah, so I'm assuming I don't have that, but maybe I have these? Likely slots to customize. This seems like it gives you a card, but this doesn't? Like the various augments that you can have a requirement. Like most of my money. Not gonna commit at this juncture. Gotta turn over the graves, make sure we don't get swarmed in our own backyard. A boutique shop. Appears to have survived the invasion fairly unscathed. Looks to be a place of learning, there's no one around. Store is in a wretched state with broken shelves and counters. Owners long since fled the area. Inn is shuttered. You hear repairs going on inside. Waypoints off limits. Take it up with the captain if you got a problem. What's happening isn't right. None of it is. So I guess this is where I go to fight people?
Listen.
Ready to head out? We'll have to loop around the garrison to get to the storehouse. Steady as we go. If things start getting too tough, we should head back to Sister Ophelia for healing. Alright. The Restless Dead. Quest location. Heroes have +10 initiative. An undead horde marches upon Silver Keep. Captain Roderick and his men have set up a garrison in city center and are preparing for counterattack. Aid the effort by taking out stragglers in the area. Let's go! Onwards! Holding down control will allow you to see more information on a skill card's values. Hover over the unit portraits at the top to check their initiatives. If you have higher initiative than the enemy, you can see their intent and plan for it. Use this information to strategize your actions. So he's planning to deal 5 damage. He is also planning to deal 5 damage, and so is he. Okay. Some enemies attack in specific patterns. For example, these zombies can only hit targets in their lane. You can avoid damage by moving or pushing them, if you have the means to do so, into another lane. Dark Legion is saying to do my posture and drink some water. Like I could do that. You can change the pacing of the AI if things are going too slow or too fast for you. Access the menu, click Options, Gameplay. To dust from whence you came. I think I'm out of energy, so... Oh no, I can use purple. Oh, but he's damaged, so... Okay, so that was pretty simple. Got some more renown, got some more money. Onwards, good fight. Be careful of enemy formations, they can use triggers as well. You can also move over their icons to get more information about it. Bite, 15 guard. Ooh, he has an attack of opportunity. When an ally in the row attacks, follow up and deal 6 damage. Retain. Okay. That's you in the back. My lady's going first. Also, it looks like purple bar carries over. Wait, can I not use this? Oh, okay. He is going first. That was weird. Alright. Right. The path is clear. Victory in the light's name. Alright, now we're gonna fight a elite-looking guy. Shield Rush. Move to the front row and deal 5 damage. Deal 6 if the unit has guard. 7 damage, apply 2 Enfeeble. Okay, so that's Weaken. Deal 6 damage and target 2 random cells. Okay. 69. Wonder if this counts as being adjacent. Alright, so now we only have to worry about that guy. Somebody's taken 5. Alright. Does my friend still have the attack of opportunity? That's not what I wanted at all. Okay. That's just the one I needed. There we go. Triggered the thing. Looks like she's almost leveled up. Certainly got a knack for staying alive. The garrison should be a little safer now with your help. That leaves our main objective, the garrison storehouse. It's right up ahead through the streets. We had to barricade it off from the garrison when the bandits attacked. With luck, we'll be able to defend them without too much trouble. You've gained a skill point from leveling up. Spend it on your skill grid by clicking on this icon. skill grid comprises of skill nodes. Hover on a node to view the bonus you can obtain. Unlocking a node costs 1 skill point. Nodes need to be connected to a previous node to be unlocked, so plan your upgrade path accordingly. Begin unlocking nodes. Starting from the center of the first block, more blocks can be unlocked after spending enough skill points. Okay. So I can add stats. I can increase my health. Or I can gain initiative. Curious what's up there. Strength affects damage when using red cards, and performance in challenges involving physical strength and endurance. Every 2 points of strength above 10 grants +1 damage to red cards, +1 bonus strength challenges, and +1 HP. I don't have green cards. Every 2 points of intelligence above 10 grants +1 damage to 2 blue cards, +1 damage. I'll invest in intelligence. But my friendo is gonna get stronger. With this new technique, I grow unstoppable. Back to the storehouse. Useful equipment, but overtaken by raiders. On the way to the storehouse, you pass 3 soldiers nursing an assortment of injuries. They advise caution when dealing with the bandits. Front door's blockaded, and they'll have crossbows waiting for you if you get in, one of them says. Down the road, you arrive at the garrison storehouse. A bandit peers out from an arrow slit on the 2nd floor. Scram unless you've got a death wish, he sneers before heading back inside. The front door doesn't budge when you push on it. It might give way with some force, but earlier soldier's warning comes to mind. Can try to force the door or search for another point of entry. I'm gonna try to do here. Your pick would be search. Yeah, I mean, it has the higher percentages of success. You are now attempting a challenge to test your skill and luck. Roll higher than the challenge difficulty to succeed. Rolling a 1, skull is always a failure. Rolling a 20, Gordian knot is always success. I'm going to perception check on my smarter person. You skirt into a narrow side alley looking for another point of entry. Skills will grant a bonus modifier based on the challenge type. Gain a bonus modifier based off the chosen skill for this event. If using a common skill, gain 1 exhaustion. If using a rare skill, gain 2 exhaustion. If using an epic skill, gain 3 exhaustion. Is this gonna remove the card from my deck? I guess we'll find out. Oh, I don't know if I need that much. Score to succeed 11. My roll modifier is +10. So I think that means I cannot lose? I think that means I literally cannot lose. I mean, I guess let's do it that way. Yeah, I couldn't lose that. Aha! So it does remove the card, or it doesn't remove the card, it bricks it. Catherine gained 220 XP. Your keen eyes spot faint scuff marks on the far wall, likely made by steel-toed boots. On further inspection, you spot a few good handholds on an uneven patch of wall, which you could use to climb up to the storehouse roof. Officer Aaron assists you with a boost. With the advantage of surprise, you estimate that Officer Aaron and yourself could take out one set of them, but which one? Can take out 2 bandits watching the door, or I can take out the bandit leader in the back. Both of you leap down, landing on 1 bandit each, knocking them out cold. The third reacts to the intrusion and battle is joined. Dealing more damage. So he counters. Doesn't quite kill him. I can take 9. Oh! Thanks, buddy! Wasn't expecting that. Cool, he doesn't counterattack when he has been dealt lethal damage.
Oh?
A victory for us. Let us head back to the garrison. We should rest while we can afford the time to. I guess I was healed? I don't know, I didn't notice it. Oh, okay. You go up to 50%. He's already above 50, so she doesn't heal him. Unless I pay. I could pay, I suppose. It's only 20. Excellent work out there, Officer Aaron. Head over someone's in the reserves to secure the area. Right away, Captain. Now, even as we speak, there are battles being waged on multiple fronts along the outer perimeter of the garrison. Few adventurers like yourself have been dispatched to 2 choke points to hold the line. My resources are stretched thin as it is. I'll need you to head out to support the defense effort. Make sure none of the undead break through. She has different stuff. Now, why would I buy this instead of this? They are literally the same price. What is... I can't inspect what this... whatever that is. That's the only difference I can see. +2 card draw? Oh, no. +2 guard with strength defense skills. Draw 1 card every 4 turns. Drawing cards is good. I like drawing cards. Alright, I bought it. I'm gonna buy this too. Yeah, you have gear now. What's up? Oh, okay. So skills are... cannot be played. Rest or use consumables to remove this. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna stay until I have some kind of consumable. So that's like a permanent decision. Semi-permanent anyway. Small health file. Leather belt. +1 to dexterity-based challenges. Considering neither of my people are particularly dexterous. Guess I'll put it on you. Click on the warrior icon to see their part of you can buy for him. What? Well, you said, well, never mind, so maybe that's fine. In the store, there is an icon for him. Oh. Ooh. So all of those things are supposed to be for her, huh? Interesting. I went on a buying spree. I mean, I guess. I thought those were the only things available. Oh, going toward getting new people, huh? Dark Legion, have you played this game before? Ooh, now it's just the two of us. We don't have our escort anymore. All he's gonna do is move? Okay, so he's gonna deal some damage and move. Die. The path is clear. Justice prevails once again.
Hey!
Reinforcements at last! Oh no, it's saying... Oh, you don't own it? Hence why it's good to see the whole picture, but that's just me. Yeah, I didn't notice the little tiny icons for sure. Reinforcements at last! There's a big group of undead ahead that need dealing with. Brace yourself! We're gonna snooze the ad. Because I want to go into this fight. The light shall guide us. Kill that one. Go for both at once. That was actually quite easy. Oh, there's more. Reinforcements remaining. How do I deal with that? Seems like maybe guard. Armor stays, but guard doesn't, perhaps? Oh. Okay. Getting like all generic stuff here. Seems like a little bit of a waste, but need the heal cards. Oh no! My friend! How's your day been? It has been okay. I'm enjoying this game so far. How's your day been? Game looks like it has many systems, not just deck building. Oh yeah, definitely. So far, I have not added any cards to my deck. It is an RPG. It has tactical strategy to an extent. And yeah, I haven't added any decks yet. Great, just woke up. Awesome. Do we win? Yay! We won and we leveled up. Ooh, I got a thing. I got a U wand.
Hey!
The other end of the garrison may need aid as well. We should hurry over. Now we have Bertram. Choose a starter deck. Ooh, he is a dexterity person. I should give him the belt. Yeah, we're just doing the default decks, I think. Gonna give him the belt. I mean, sure. I don't think he has any what's a faces. I want to do the level up thing. There we go. Oh, I actually have to click the little arrow. All right. You lied these games? Well, it's been an hour, I'm sure, so I can... Yeah, it's been an hour 14, actually. So I'll give my thought. This game is very deep. It was definitely a steal getting it in the Humble Bundle. Normally, it costs 20 bucks. I would say it's probably worth it for that price. Yeah, it's good animation. So far it's not really a deck builder, but I'm assuming that's gonna come later. That was basically like one of the first bosses I've even fought, so it's very long. So if you're looking for something casual, this is not it. They're like, campaign mode is gonna take 15 to 30 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay. So for lovers of D&D and all that good stuff. But I am going to run an ad break because Twitch so demands it, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okie day, it says ad break has ended. Yeah, as for the deck builder aspect, there really hasn't been any yet, but I think there have been a few things at the armory that I could have bought that maybe would have given me cards, but I just haven't done that yet. So, I don't know. Speaking of adding cards, do I get to pick? Or does it just happen? I think I'm going to focus on healing. Yay, deck building, finally! What is Vigil? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Expend is Exile. You have an option to take a respect point instead. I don't know what that does. Or to redraw. You have one redraw left. But these seem fine. I just need to figure out which one. Oh. Generates plus 30% guard for the next X instances? I mean, that seems pretty good. So it defends me, and it also helps my allies defend themselves. But I only get to play it once per match, it sounds like. But honestly, I think the one I have to do is this one. Because I don't yet have anything that removes status abilities. Status effects. Debuffs. So I think it's going to be that one. I'm going to try Warrior. See if I can get anything that has multi-hits. You're being sold on this, Devil says? Blurneko says 25 damage, OMG. Playable only in the front row. Rage. Consumes all fury charges, with each charge increasing damage by 40%. I don't think I have any rage yet, but I feel like that's still good on its own. It does use up the whole turn, though. I can use my my little kick, my back kick, which I have one of, to try to get them into a kill zone. So that allows me to move and deal damage. I guess I could take the stupid 25 damage card. Be a little memey. My skills have been honed. And here's our new guy. Ooh, 2 available skill points. Bonus to initiative. We're going to increase your dexterity, my dude. You are a dexterity boy. Hey, Super Brace. It's been going okay. We got our third, character, the, Ranger, and we are finally to the deck building portion of the deck builder. It turns out when you get to certain areas in the skill tree, you can add new cards. I mean, it only took us, like, an hour 15. Not horrible. Let's see. Which direction do I want to go with this guy? How has the trip been to that, though? How has the trip been to that, though? How has the game been so far? Oh! How has the... going to... Without deck building, got it. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think it is simple enough to pick up. The game is starting off very slowly. There haven't really been any times where I'm like, OMG, I'm gonna die. I've taken damage a couple times, but yeah, no like super dire situation, which is good because I'm still at the beginning of the game. I like the tactics where you're kind of moving around. I like having the different abilities. Oh, there was this one cool event part where I had to roll in order to see if I did an encounter, kind of like D&D, but I was also able to select one of my skill cards to buff my roll, but doing so adds junk cards to my deck. Semi-permanently. So, my cleric now has a couple of junk cards, a couple being 2. And it said that I can purge them with a merchant or like some other thing that just hasn't come up yet. But so yeah, it's very in-depth. I'm a little bit in shock that this game is only $20 because it feels really deep. And it works pretty well so far. So if you want a team-based deck builder, is this high on the list? Yeah, I would put this right up there with Banner of Ruin. Maybe even better than Banners of Ruin. I don't know if you all remember that one. That's with the like anthropomorphic animals. This is less linear than Banner of Ruin. Banner of Ruin, you just kind of went forward and you had, you could choose different things. So far, the game stands really well on its own before we even hit the meat and potatoes. Yeah, I'd say that's true. I think I'm gonna go with the sharpshooter. Ooh! The next prime shot applies 7 poison and deals 3 damage if the target already has poison. Applied status on the skilled ignores guard. Fade away, move to a cell in the back row. Gain 4 guard for each cell moved. Kind of like that. Cartwheel. Shift 1, discard a card, draw 2. For what it's worth, too, I feel like all of the cards that I'm being presented with are interesting. There are none of them that are just like, oh, that's terrible. And for you and concerns of the game being overwhelming, how good a job does it do at presenting information? How easy that information to parse? So far, it has been really like a gentle introduction. It's had a lot of tutorial. You do like the color coding of cards. Yes. The color coding responds to the different abilities. So red is like strength, green is dexterity, and blue is intelligence, or like magic. Everything is good since we're still doing the starter deck. That's the point. It's a good point. I kind of want the poison. You know how I feel about poison. Gotta get my silent dude in here. You can be my silent substitute. How many primed shots do I have, though, is another question. I at least have these two. I'm doing the caustic arrow. Yeah. Everything's good. We'll eventually discover what's great. My senses grow keener. Okay. Alright, so now... See, we kind of got this map thing going on. Let's go back and heal. Because my friendo got a little damaged in that last fight. So we're gonna go to Sister Ophelia and heal party to full. Thank you! And then we are gonna go back out. If the game floor feels good, that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like I understand what's happening. And the narration has been fun, too. Like, it's very kind of D&D-esque. So we're gonna go into a regular fight right now. And at the beginning of the game, there was also, like, an AI player that was helping you out. Okay, so my new homie has the first move. This is the initiative. So the order, the turn order. You've been playing a gacha game and enjoying guilty pleasure. And you can mouse over and see what they're gonna do. So he's gonna move and block. He's gonna move and block. He's gonna attack and put bleed on. And bleed increases the value of physical damage received, and it caps at 25% of a unit's maximum HP. Heals will remove an equivalent value. You're the only player who has both acquired Burning Star Dragon and sunk enough into it to make it passable. Oh no, is it not very good? So this is the only thing that's a little bit difficult, is that sometimes I find it difficult to move off of this. So that's kind of the one little issue I've had, is sometimes getting back is difficult. So that's an odd question. So I'm gonna try and take out the front guys. And put some guard on myself, because why not? Okay. Oh! It won't allow me to attack that one, it would appear. Okay. In that case... Almost strike him. go ahead and take care of him. And... I'm gonna move him, make him vulnerable, and put a little guard on myself. And then there's this, when you do skills, it builds up your purple meter, and so, like, you can use up the purple bar and move. But I'm gonna stay where I'm at. So for pets, there are 3 areas of the game to say, is it good? You have player versus enemy, and pet battles. So for what Burning Star does, because he's a divine class pet, his stats are just good. He doesn't quite have the stats of a pet who's been leveled and ranked further, but the gap is a lot smaller than you'd expect. He feels like an ultimate, while being only 8 to 10 stars to an ultimate. So if you level him up, he's gonna be really good. You're dead. You're out of range. I'm gonna move closer. And then hit you for 21. And I don't really have anybody to heal. So I think I'm gonna gain 4 guard and an armor. And then I'm gonna pass. Okay, so I drew this. We're just gonna hit him, and he's dead. No need to be fancy about it. Indeed, just cleaving fools. His ability is a lot of damage. He calls 6 meteors that impact after a delay over a very large area. It's unlikely they hit, but they all do legitimate full abilities worth of damage. For PvE, like bosses and such, the damage is capped at double what his base damage would be. Still respectable. It's like you have 2 of them in play. Mwah. Ooh. Yay! So now, I can equip him with... Oh... Requires... It's the skill points! That's what this is! I understand now. I understand what this means, so I have to level him up more. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now we're gonna go over here and probably face a boss and recruit a new person.
Hey.
Over here, the undead are about to break through. Also damage scales with the target's max health, which is why the cap is needed. Bosses be thick, yo. 2 arms! So this does an interesting thing where waves of them come. See if that carries over between turns. Okay, so that does end on turn end. I'm just gonna put on some guard. Improved arrow at least didn't end with his turn end. We'll see what happens with that. Kill him. Oh, I can't hit him. Can I move him? No. Can we switch places? Yes, we can. Move closer. Okay, so we dispatched the first wave without issue. Guess she will gain some guard. Can't attack an empty thing to gain channel. Good to know. Arrow does carry over. Improved arrow does carry over, so I should always cast that, no matter what. Okay, this dude is planning to move. He's summoning something. He's gonna move to the front row. So I can trap his butt. I can trap his butt heavily. He's gonna summon something. He's gonna attack. He's gonna attack. Okay. So I'm gonna trap him. Hey, it's the thing. Le dead. You have been trapped. Gonna gain some channel. Let's do it. I'll even heal my friend. Yay, we're all at full health. And I will gain armor. Let's do it. Alright, here come the real people. Oh wow, Super Base has typed a lot more. For players, the damage isn't capped, and if a player manages to eat all 6 meteors, the damage would be nearly enough to half health them. Pets generally aren't meant to be your main source of damage, but Burning Star can actually do what he has to do. However, players can see the ability as it's very telegraphed and just move. The catch, as the pet is very rare, players may not be as experienced with moving, so that covers the main 2 areas of the game, which leaves only the last one, the event-only pet battles. My next hit is gonna be really good. Okay. Let's buff our people. Take that one out. And gonna guard some. Pet battles are fought on an 8x10 grid, and the defending player is always AI controlled, so Burning Star does have enough range to hit from behind another pet, and this plays a lot into its ability. It targets a player, and the meteors land on that unit's tile, or on an adjacent one, and hit tiles all around where they land. I don't know that anyone has debuffs. So I think I just gotta pass. I'm confused why I'm not getting the boost. Oh, does it have to be exactly 2 rows? Okay. Oh, I need to move. Okay. Hang on. We did it! We got more renown and money. Take all. Not a moment too soon. Let's head back to update Captain Roderick. So we got our wizard. So he has magic stuff, vulnerable, shock. Trigger damage on self and all shocked enemies. So that might hurt himself a little bit. Consume, burn, dealing 130% of its value. It's a channeled spell and potent. AP cost is reduced by every point of channel you have. Okay. 7 guard, 9 guard. Gain 3 channel and apply root to self. Disable. Oh. Oh, okay. So he's like, I'ma focus. I'ma focus and do the thing. I wonder if root counts as a debuff that I could remove. Gain 2 channel for every card discarded. Okay. So he seems to be like, store up and then hit hard. Alright, well, we're just doing default decks. Just to keep it simple. Alright, we need to go back to the main town now. Oh! I can do level up things, though. I could increase maximum health. Actually, I think that's my only option. So, let's do that. Oh. With your skills and some luck, this threat may be surmountable yet. We need to start venturing out to better prepare for an extended siege. A ragtag team yours may be, but you'll move fast and attract less attention. The resident artisans have managed to set up shop in the area and will need their expertise to give their soldiers a fighting chance. Hear them out and render assistance if needed, and perhaps we might all stand a chance to survive this. Ooh, all the things are open. Much has changed since your last visit here. The gloomy ambience from before has been replaced with the hustle and bustle of various adventurers tending their equipment. One of them recognizes you from before and approaches, keen to be part of your party. But it looks like maybe I can only have 3 people at a time? Yeah, it looks like I can only have 3 at a time. So the other people are in reserve, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny request, if you aren't too busy. Soldiers' equipment needs fixing, constant skirmishes, garrisons short of materials. You could help in securing my old forge and its stockpile. I'd be better equipped to help the defense effort. Meantime, you can lose like you could upgrade yourself. Don't have much, but they'll keep you alive at least. And I sell stuff? I can sell stuff. I have to unequip it first. My magic person already has a better wand than that. So how do I, like, affect my party? Heroes? Oh, no. I'm recruiting new followers, but, like, it's not doing anything. +1 melee attack, +4 melee attack, +1 melee attack. So these are basically the same. Yeah, I can give him some gloves. I only have 87 gold. I'm gonna save my money for now, I think. Oh, it is the same. It's the same items each store. Whoever was saying that before. It just shows, if they are equipable or not by the person. Yeah, I'm gonna save my money. Let's look at other stuff. Traveler, I received word about the captain from you. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. I'm a craftsman without his tools, you see. I left them back in my cellar and rushed to find safe haven, as you can imagine. If you were to retrieve them for me, I would gladly be of service to the garrison and yourself. I look forward to your return. Only the finest on display. A nullstone, rare crafting material, used in disenchanting items. A shark's tooth, grants attack of opportunity. Steel ring, +2 attack damage.
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. I'm working on a way to restore the waypoints, but will need access to the library and its veritable trove of knowledge. Undoubtedly overrun by the dead by now. It's also an inopportune time for me to leave the garrison at the moment. If you are able to accomplish this, we may be better off yet. Void Rune. Attached skills will not be added to your deck. Storm Chant. A rare wand. +2 spell attack damage. Start battles with 1 critical. Once per turn, you can draw a card on kill. It's very expensive, though. Lots of customization.
Goodness gracious.
Run in here. Supplies and brews keep you out of venturing longer. Can never have enough of them. You're inclined to accept your bed and board for the night. Sister feels healing, take care of your wounds, but no replacement for a good night's rest. I would like to get rid of the thingy. And remove 6 exhaustion. I believe I only have 2 exhaustion, so that should work out well. Exhaustion has been removed. Yay! Okay, cool. So now I guess I need to venture out again. Lots of places I can go now. Looks like maybe we spiral outward. I've not yet figured out how to manage my party, but I'm okay with these 3. Take out 3 enemies in a single round with Lucius. The Sword Hand's Tenacity. I just got an achievement for that. Oh, and I got a ring. Good fight. Increase his dexterity a little bit. And we just got rings. +2 spell attack damage? That's gonna go on you, my friend. I don't know what this is. Find Barnaby's tools. Quest location. Barnaby fled his shop when the undead attacked, leaving the jewelry tools behind. Descend. You arrive at Barnaby's shop. Bandits have raided the shop in the aftermath of the invasion, leaving nothing but shattered display cases behind. The door to the cellar remains open. There's a strong stench of dead wafting from it. Oh, we're in a little new area here. Alright, well, let's attack these guys first. He's planning to move back. I'm gonna Move. Back here. Maybe he didn't do that the best way. Eve do? Whatever. Oh, I guess he might be out of range for that. Okay. I'm not really getting how this primed shot thing works. Like, do I need to move backwards? I need to move backwards. Okay. Continue. Take all. Got it. The air is saturated with the residue of repeated spellcasting. You would do well to be careful while navigating the environment. A note on the map has been modified. They're back! What is this? I don't know what that means. Okay, so he's gonna leave the front row. He's gonna shift. He's gonna shift over there. Sell there. Now I've got critical, caustic arrow, bar shot. gonna try and avoid that cleave strike, you know what I mean? Oh! So that's what those are. We learnin', we learnin'. Alright, so poison kills before he can do anything. Backing up did absolutely nothing. He just changed his target. Let's try to heal a little first. Can't heal self, so I'll heal him. And that did remove the rooted status effect, so now I know how that works. Burn you. Path meanders on for a distance, then splits at a fork. I can explore the chamber or the tunnel. Let's go with the chamber. You've entered an exploration. Explorations are an open-ended experience that offer you the chance to survey an area and chart a path around it. You start with a number of set markers, which can be placed up to a max distance away from the starting marker, last placed marker. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here because it seems like we're doing a new mechanic and I'm hungry, so... we shall BRB once again in about 3 minutes. I've got some peanut butter bread now. Hi, Devils. I am indeed still on this one. We are 2 hours in, and we're doing a new mechanic now called Exploration. Which I am not sure is necessary, but you know, sure, we'll take a little minigame. Okay, so we took damage and got an amulet. You're the only one who cares about channel, so... You arrive in the dimly lit chamber that used to be Barnaby's workroom. It seems the undead in here have scared off any potential thieves. There are a variety of soft-lined boxes and drawers all around, all containing glittering baubles. His collection of chisels, loops, and molds lies on the workbench in the room, and you bag them with ease. Pick one here to attempt a perception check. Catherine, Dum-Dum, or Bertram. It will cause me to be a little exhausted, but... Let's think about this. If I do nothing, I have to roll a 6 or higher. There's a decent chance I do that, and then I don't have to deal with stupid exhaustion. But on the other hand, I can have a 100% chance of success, and I should only gain 1 exhaustion instead of 2. So I'm gonna do that. Get there soon, buddy. And I think that's it for this place. Okay. He was very happy. Splendid work. With this, we'll be able to socket any piece of equipment for you, if you can find the right crafting materials. You just found a rune. Runes are inserted into items with sockets. Runes come in 4 main colors: red, green, blue, and white. Red, green, and blue runes can only be inserted into a socket of a corresponding color. White runes can go in any socket. Items can also have white sockets with except for runes of any color. Click on your inventory now to try inserting a rune. Three tiers of runes: lesser, greater, and grand. You can switch the filter. Click on a rune to insert it in a socket. Incompatible runes will not be selectable. We'll do that instead. Huh, all of these only want intelligence runes. Could do the steel ring. And they're in the engraved ring, okay. My homie doesn't have spells, but I can raise his dexterity. Can I use the bow? Not yet. Not yet. Very nearly, but not yet. So we're just gonna raise her dexterity instead. My lady has raised the prices. We're just gonna do this. Alrighty. We head back out. I'm not super getting how far shot works. But I can kill him. So I'm gonna do that. Oh. I guess I have to be right next to him. That's too bad. Oh wait, I can shift. Yeah. He has moved out of my range. Yay! Continue. Woo! Blunt arrow quiver. Can my friendo use that? You can move them around. That's increasing his dexterity, but he needs to be at 18, so he needs 2 more. But he's gonna level up soon, so that might happen. I'm very, very glad that I took that move because it's hilarious. The front row deal 29 damage. If in stealth, increase the target's vulnerable by 28. Granite Tincture. Used in battle, gain 5 armor. Okay. My buddy does not have a thing yet. Okay, now I think we're using basically everything. Let's go into this fight, I suppose. Oh, I could have done sentry turret. Oh well. Very toasty. Neither of you guys are planning on going anywhere. Hey, I got a far shot. See, now it's working. So I think the rows are these. And not... You understand what I mean? See, I would think of these as columns, but I think they are rows. Hiya! Row is always horizontal, column is always vertical. Right, so why are the columns rows? That's what I would like to know. Pick wisely, you cannot go back on your decision. A simple robe. Because column sounds cooler. And they likely didn't want to use lane. No, what I'm saying is, they're saying that the shot works from 2 rows away, but it's 2 columns away. May also imply bigger boards down the line. Imagine fighting a giant... Imagine fighting a dragon on a giant 10-20 board. Oh yeah, for sure. Is there a way I can look at my... Yes. So look at my deck. Okay. So for primed shot, alright, and then... It says, deal more damage if there are 2 rows in between you and the target. Maybe it's either direction, but it has to be exactly 2. Secure the library! Descend. You carefully step into the library. Rows of bookshelves have been toppled over and books lay strewn across the floor. You can hear the groan of undead echoing through the chambers further down. Oh, he's going first. Interesting. Ooh, poison. Gross. Okay. Okay. But see, I am both 2 rows and 2 columns, so I don't know which it is, but hey, we killed them before they could attack. You love to see it. Take all. It is time for my friendo to level up. Can gain health. Gain 3 points to initiative. Dark Legion is wanting me to check my posture and drink a little bit. Ow, do I have enough? No, I don't. You come across the remnants of a grisly battle. The bodies of a dozen soldiers lie here, drained to a husk. They never stood a chance against their attacker. You can search the bodies to gain items. Add a node modifier area occupied by humanoids. Say a prayer, move on to gain 1 fate, and add a node modifier area grants 2 supplies on clear. Don't know what fate is yet. So I'm going to see what that does. Bertram approves. Bertram and Catherine are friends, I guess. You recite a quick prayer under your breath for the poor souls and pray that you don't meet the same ending. Gained 1 fate. A note on the map has been modified. Do not know what fate does still. Oh, scroll. Scroll works to move the map around. That's kind of nice. Okay, so I am 2 rows away, but not columns. So let's see. So yeah, I think that's how you do it. Still 25 for some reason. I do not understand how this works. Oh, I use up one charge. Okay, they don't stack. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense, that makes sense. A little turret. Are any of you guys moving? No. Alright. So we'll put a little trap for you guys. Okay, he's gonna attack the turret. I do not care about that. He's gonna attack me. I think when it's a chain forward, it would, like, do the one behind him. Fun fact, you can apparently poison a turret. I don't know how that makes sense, but alright. You pass by a reading chamber. The door to it hangs limply. Its hinges melted through either by alchemy or magic. Someone has combed through the place with various maps and charts littered across the floor. You wonder for what purpose someone would do this. Perhaps they were still around, somewhere in the library. You back to the entrance. Okay. The corridor leads to an open foyer with various reading rooms and chambers. The ground is splattered with blood and entrails, and the air is bitter cold. You've had a bad premonition. A sign on the wall points to various rooms, from the closest to the furthest. Check the history room. The chamber stores various historical texts describing the early days of Silverkeep and knowledge of the ancient Van Nye Empire. The shelves are dusty with cobwebs. It appears the history section doesn't appeal to many scholars these days. You enter the study room. A chill crosses your spine when you see dozens of dead mages strewn across the floor and study tables, their bodies dry and shriveled. Your premonition of doom grows stronger. The storeroom is a small room off to the side of the hallway. There is a shelf filled with flasks, likely concoctions brewed or experimented on earlier in the day. You attempt to see if you can identify any of the mixtures. Get a guaranteed success. Auger's Orb, rare crafting material. Allows an augmented item, possibly making it stronger in an unpredictable way. Hero's Brew, when used in battle, grants 3 haste. Haste gains +1 max AP for the next X rounds. Cartography room. You peer into the chamber through the doorway. The air has become numbingly cold. It's getting increasingly hard to breathe. 4 more soldiers lie slain on the ground. In the center of the chamber, a tall figure in flowing robes browses through an assortment of maps on one of the desks. As you approach, the figure glances over briefly, and you see the rotting remnants of what was once a human face staring back. A second later, his gaze returns to his map, showing a distinct lack of interest at your sudden appearance. You call out to the figure to yield, but choke on the numbingly cold air, manages a little more than a gasp. The air becomes deathly frigid, your options are running out. At last, the figure booms, and he pockets the tome he was browsing. It seems he found what he came for. Let's try to stop him! Bertram is going to try to do it. Weapons drawn, you step forward his, don't notice till it's too late. A line of runes etched around him suddenly flash in your presence, and explosive force throws you across the room. They'll have a chance to lose. Bertram gained experience. All of a sudden, the 4 bodies in the chamber start writhing unnaturally. Their spasms stop a few moments later as the skin falls off and the reanimated skeletons come to life. Figure signs a spell, a brilliant portal blinks into existence. As he steps through, you hear raspy, cackling laughter echoing through the chamber, the reanimated charge at you. Into the fray! I guess because of the vulnerable. Let's not waste that. So I could also do this. Which kills the back guy as well. So that's more efficient. Ooh, a shield. Does a shield go? Oh, it's two-handed. So a shield goes here. Okay. That should work. Another consumable for you, my friend. Exploration. Relax, I've checked. This place is certified trap-free. Supplies. It is a currency item. I got just about everything. Didn't get whatever's over there, but... Oh! Nice! I had exhaustion, so that was really good to get. So now I go over here, I guess? Yeah, guess we're done with that. On to the next thing. You arrive at Jun's Forge. The place is in disarray with various smithing paraphernalia scattered across the floor. As you arrive through the mess, you hear a sudden noise from around the back. It sounds like you have company. 3 ruffians step into the courtyard, hauling their ill-gotten gains. One of them motions to his accomplices to hurry along. It seems the undead are not the only threat to the city right now. Oh, they're like, you're in the middle of a thing, you can't apply it right now, I guess. Whatever. All heroes must roll for the challenge. We're just gonna regular roll. Well, I'm glad I didn't waste a card on that, because I would have failed regardless. Okay. You tail them without incident. A few roads down from the forge, they meet up with a 4th member of the crew. He is watching over several more bags of stolen goods. It appears that this bunch is profiting from the chaos. It's a perfect opportunity to bring them all down in one fell swoop. The only problem is that they outnumber you in a fair fight. Prepare some traps and start luring them instead. Lose 2 supplies. Trigger an encounter. Let's fight. By my blade. Hurrah, victory is ours. Alrighty, deadly encounter. Ooh, what are these things? I wonder. Okay, so it seems like you want to be... Well, no, because I have critical now, too. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. I want to see if he'll do damage to himself. That is now my goal. Aw, I'm not even gonna find out. Deadly battle, yeah. He didn't even get to take a turn. Ooh. Now I can put the necklace on him. Oh, do we just go back now? I think we just go back now.
Oh.
Be able to start up a forge and malicious weapons. A welcome relief. Here I thought we have to resort to our fists. Visit me if you want to enhance your gear. You only provide the additional materials, but I'm sure you'll find out more out there. Obtained a Tome of Skill, a legendary consumable. When read, it grants 1 skill point. And magic dust.
Oh.
Entity you describe sounds like a Rift Lord, sorcerers who embrace the use of ancient magic to gain immortality. You've heard of the Vanai, I presume? They were a civilization predated us before disappearing centuries ago. All technology we have today is built upon their achievements. That's what they teach the young ones. But the Vanai were also avid researchers of the more eldritch forms of magic. Spells that involved blood sacrifice and torture. It is likely Rift Lord is planning something against us, but for what reasons, that remains to be seen. I'll summon some of the soldiers to recover what we can in the library, and I'll let you know when we have more clarity on the matter. You've been doing good work helping Garrison. With pressing issues out of the way, let's begin our counterattack. My men will push out of the safe zones a few blocks further, but will need your help with a key location to aid our effort. City's supply warehouse has been overtaken by local gangs. If we had it, we would be better equipped to survive the siege. Also, we'll need materials in the warehouse to deal with a breach in our border walls. It's the final step to our plan to save the city. Bandits aren't usually this bold, so I suspect they have the backing of a third party. Be on your guard. Chaos resist. Maybe I should just finally get this. At least it's a bow. Whoops. Grants 1 magic missile. Deal 8 damage, deals 6 more damage every time magic missile is played this turn. Silver bracers. I'm gonna hold out to get that one. I'm gonna move toward trying to get the higher dexterity. You unlocked a new skill grid after spending enough skill points. Pick skill block. Any of these are? Oh. And then you just put it where you want? I don't know what it means, so sure. Ooh. Now she's a little smarter. Attack of opportunity. And you retain it. So that's kind of nice. We get that for my friendo. Get the cheaper one. Maybe that. Ooh. That looks nifty. Plus 2 HP on an elite kill. What does chill do? Trigger stored and it deals... Okay, so they don't do as much damage. Alright, so it, like, weakens them. But I would have to get rid of my shield. Which I don't know if I want to do. Also get some runes. But I can't put it on there. I think I am gonna get some kind of body armor. One guard with strength defense skills, one guard with intelligence defense skills, +2 maximum HP. Then I don't have to worry so much about the defense. Oops. Okay. Patch skills gain the Purge modifier. Remove a random debuff on self when played. Intrinsic modifier. Start battle with in hand. Might be worth putting the... Oh, I can't. It's green, green, red. Could swap out for a quartz amulet instead. In fact, that's actually a pretty neat combo. I think I'm gonna hold off on it for now. You have +1 dexterity to something. Or maybe a hat or something. Give him a ring. %5 increase to gold found. No, we're just gonna do a regular steel ring. Put that dexterity rune in there, and then give it to him. One more. He only needs one more. He's almost there. My man doesn't cast spells, but whatever. You don't have anything that just hits people? Okay. I think we venture onward. Wish I could put stealth on that, but... yeah, there's like nothing for green for him. So... alas. We're just gonna move on. Let's murder these guys! Yay! Killing, killing, killing all the undead. Killing, killing, killing all the undead. Fish kebab. And we smite for free! Yay! Yield! Yay, we got a level up! Yay, we got some stuff! Let's see what we doing here. Let's see what we're doing here. Unlock a node. I can pick a new skill block. My ranger making moves! Yeah. We're going and we're fighting people, but they're fairly low level. What does this mean? Takes more damage from ranged attacks. That's my dude over here. Oh, I cannot. Okay. I shall tumble over here. And I shall get rid of this. And I shall murder. And... ram. Not quite. Excuse me. Okay. Easy peasy, we're getting experience. Not very much though. Here we go. Do some exploration. Tokens can be traded to Marco for a chance at obtaining legendary items. Okay. Oh, I got to another level. Cool. Well, it says ad starting soon. I didn't notice. Both a random weapon or consider a random currency item. Let's go over here. Ow. Arctic Flail. Grants a shattering strike. +2 melee attack damage. Attached attacks apply 4 chill. Triggers once per turn. And an invigorating brew which removes 3 exhaustion. Take all. Ah, he needs to be smarter. Twelve intelligence. I don't know if I can do that much. Gave him the only blue rune I have. The only other thing I could do is just straight up give him the citrine amulet. I'd still be 1 short, so yeah, there's not a lot I can do. Alright. For now, we will just hold on to it. Going to make our choices. In the middle of the street, a lone zombie shambles about. He is covered head to toe in various accessories of gold. You surmise he might have been a noble or a greedy bandit before turning. He stops to mindlessly chew on his accessories, making a commotion. Yeah, let's do a reflex check. Ayo! Gain some experience. Help yourself to all that glitters. Gain 55 gold. A note on the map has been modified. Ooh, where do I go now? Here, perhaps? Yes. I thought maybe that would lead me to another level like last time, but apparently not. Upgrades a common item to a magic item. Hmm. How do I know what a common item is? Oh, this says it's common. So does this, though. I don't know how to use this! Oh! Explain to me! So I am finding there's some difficulty with not really explaining how this stuff works. A little bit of trickiness. I have 1 out of 3 fate. You can spend points to redo a bad challenge roll. Ah, okay. So that's what fate does. Nifty. Alright, we're gonna go into this elite fight. Now I'm 2 away. Okay. Cool, and it triggered the thing. That's gonna hurt in the morning. So he did still take damage even though he's ranged. We're learning how things work. Simple robe. Grants deflect. Guess I'll give it to you. Oh, okay. So you can remove a card. But I'm gonna gain a dexterity. You know I am. We can get a new card. Another back kick. Get them into that kill zone. Hey, so, I mean, I feel like we've been streaming for a while. Yeah, 3.5 hours. This game seems pretty good. There's still a couple of things that I don't really understand, but, you know, it's going okay, I think. The help page can learn more about the journal. Oh, okay, so there's also some things here. Camping. Oh! Okay, so that makes it so you don't have to go all the way back to the place. I can definitely see how, you know, a single campaign can be like 30 hours. I'd say this game is a good value for the money. It's an extremely good value because I did Humble Bundle prices. Making me feel even better about that Devious Deckbuilders bundle that I bought. But yeah, I think 12's pretty good. And we're gonna find somebody to raid, because I could just keep playing and playing this. Let's see who is on today. Who is on today? Well, I guess I'm gonna raid Fat Rabbit. It's running an ad right now, but they're generally a nice person to raid, so I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I will be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., with the next Unplayed game in the series, which is Gwent. Have a good one. Stay safe out there.